So excited. This is another session of JCI Europe Live. Welcome, everyone. We're so excited. We are now live in the JCI Europe members group in a special JCI Europe Live because today it's all about diversity, it's all about skills, and it's all about travel. So we're so excited to have so many guests, as you can already see, with us tonight, and we'll be starting off with a presentation. I'm so excited to be sharing this October session again with my lovely co-host Manuela for a few words of welcome and to introduce the first speakers. So while I start the presentation, Manuela, up to you.
Thank you very much, dear Ruth. Good evening, everyone, also from my side. It's fantastic. It's almost the 8-9 session already that we're doing this year, and we have another great guest this evening. And let's directly start with the first. Ruth already mentioned we have skills. Today we're talking about skills, and we have Claudia from JCI Romania and Annika from JCI Norway here. Both are the European members of the Skills and Development Committee this year. So welcome, both of you, to our session tonight.
Session of JCI Europe.
And it's really great, the work that the Skills Development Committee has done so far. Lots of changes are going on and improvements, I would say, of course. And so we would say the stage is yours. Annika, you're first to explain us what is going on in the Skills Development Committee. What do we expect for this and the next year?
Thank you so much, Manuela, for inviting Claudia and myself to be part of this JCI Europe Live. We are very excited to be here and talk about one of the things that we enjoy the most. So many might think, what is the Skills Development Committee? What do we actually do? And see what happens. So, excuse me. So, just hold on a second.
It's all good. It's all fine, everyone. I mean, it's talking and speaking a lot. Skills as a trainer, right? So
I lost my voice there for a second. But yes, and that is what you should not do when you're in skills development. So the committee we are working with, we are working to promote skills development for members and trainers all over JCI network. And one of the ways we do that is that we make sure that you as members, you have these great sessions when you come to the European conference, when you come to World Congress and so on. Claudia will go into more details about that later on. We make sure that these things are happening. And we are also having a lot of fun developing new courses throughout the year and bringing that you as members can get the skills that you need. So let's take a look at what is new on the courses in 2020. So first of all, JCI, as you might know, has several levels of courses. We have the foundational courses, which are meant to be taken by all members because they are the basics. They are both the foundation if you want to be a trainer, but it's something that every JCI member should know. So before these courses, it used to be JCI Admin, JCI Impact, and JCI Achieve. However, we've already launched JCI Discover, as many of you know, which has taken the place of JCI Impact and JCI Achieve. It was launched back in May, and there have already been so many people graduating for this course. So we are actually very proud to say today, guys are the first to know this, but it has been confirmed that JCI Explore, which is the next level of courses, it will be launched during World Congress. So it was a bit, are we doing it or not? But it will definitely be launched during World Congress. So that means that everyone, this is aimed at members who has been members for maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 years, who want to see what are taking a deeper dive into learning about what can they do in JCI, what roles can they take, what skills can they learn, how do you become a leader, how do you practice doing that. So JCI Explore is the next step on this adventure, on this road, on this journey. So as I said, Explore, we're getting there, only a few weeks left and it will be launched. And then next year, we will take the final step, which is JCI Adventure. JCI Adventure is a course that talks a lot about advocacy, bringing the skills that you have learned in JCI out into the real world. So that's quite exciting. Other courses that we are launching this year, if we can have the next slide, please. We have done a few new leadership courses. Engage, Empower, Grow. It's been long anticipated and we're very happy that it's been launched this fall. We have trainers ready to go. Several, I think dozens of trainers have already graduated and are ready to take this course to the local chapters, which is where this course should be taught, and you can help growing your local chapter. Another training which was not that much mentioned is a Journey of a JCI Leader. This is a course which can be used in recruitment because it's not that long and it really focuses on the big picture of what is JCI. Another exciting course, Financial Management, something we all should know, which this training has actually been developed by VP Uno from South Africa. So thank you. And it's been approved and we hope to launch it before the end of the year, hopefully, as soon as we have a knowledge test ready for you. So with that, I think I would like to hand over to my dear colleague, Claudia.
Thank you, Annika. And hi, everyone. How many of you already registered to the JCI World Congress? I hope to see many of you because this year the experience will be totally different. As you already know, we'll experience an online congress. In the program, SDC will have around 25 trainings in 4 languages. We'll do in English, in French, in Spanish, and of course in Japanese. You will have the occasion to level up your leadership skills with 5 or 6 development sessions each day. In the next few days, a detailed program will be available on the website. Well, as Annika mentioned, we try to organize and deliver effective leadership, and JCI Discover, I think, will be in Japanese, and JCI Explore, English and Spanish, we hope. Other topics will be team management, effective working events, how to build a successful virtual event, and many more. We covered all the time zone, but don't worry if you will miss something, because if you have a VIP pass, you can also watch all the session later. So go to the JCI World Congress website and get your VIP online seat. See you there. We can move on the next slide. Yeah. Moreover, if you want to share discussion, knowledge sharing materials, and best practices for online training, we created this year a Facebook group for JCI trainer. You are more than welcome to contribute to the training quality and to come with other ideas. Thank you very much. And if you have any other question, me and Annika are here to answer you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Annika and Claudia, for this great insight into what is going on in the area of trainings and what is the tasks that you are doing at the skills development. So thanks for this insights as well. it's great to see that our Secretary General just posted that all the mentioned trainings are part of the RISE program, and where you can just register for them, where you get more information about it. And that's also great to see. So thanks for this information as well. I haven't seen any questions from the audience so far about the new courses and your skills development activities. I don't know, Ruth, do you have a question to get more information maybe about our skills development committee?
Sure. I mean, for one, thank you so much for joining us, Annika and Claudia. It's so great to have you with us. And for all of the members, I see there was at one point already 24, 25 watching, which is really great. If you have any questions that you always wanted to ask the Skills Development Committee, now is your time. Please post them into the chat and we'll be asking them. I did have a question. To me, you know, we all know the different names, like, you know, we knew the admin and we know now the achieve and discover, but how were some of the new names decided? Like, how did you come up with JCI Explore, or who kind of did that? To me, it was like, ooh, I feel like an explorer. Can you share? Maybe it's not as exciting as it sounds, but I would love to learn more, Annika.
Well, I mean, I don't actually know who came up with these names, but as some of you might have discovered, those of you who have taken JCI Discover see that in this course, we talk about the journey of a JCI member. And the journey of a JCI member has 3 stages. And not surprisingly, those stages are Discover, Explore, and Adventure. So they are reflected in these courses. I mean, the idea here is that, yeah, when you come into an organization, it can be so overwhelming. We all know that there are so many different things that you can do in JCI. So sometimes you will almost get paralyzed because there's too many options and you don't really know what to pick. So the thought here is that if you get a little bit of guidance and you start to discover what are the different parts, then to see that, and then as you go deeper into the organization, stay here longer, you start to explore more in depth into what the different parts are. What does it mean to be on a local board? What does it mean to be on a national board? Or even how do I become a trainer? What do I do to become a skills development trainer, and so on? So I think it, yeah, I like how, as well as you did, Ruth, how does it it follows this journey and how your mindset should be as a JCI member through the stages.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's true. And what I personally really like is that the trainings are now following, let's say, 2 paths. So one is the path about JCI that you just explained with JCI Discover, JCI Explore, JCI Adventure, how to know more about the JCI structure. And then there's another new path, it's the leadership path. And this is a complete new path, right? So that's something we haven't had that way before, or is that also something that has
already... I mean, we haven't defined them as leadership courses before. That came at World Congress last year, but it actually describes some of the courses that we have had for a while, like effective communication, effective leadership, and so on. The idea here is that, as you say, you have the foundation, what is JCI courses, but then the leadership, because for many of us, leadership is an important part of being a JCI members. And as a leader, you need to develop so many different skills. So the idea here is that you have courses on all that. And that you can also see with the financial management course, which is coming soon. Financial management is vital to be a leader, I would say. And it's something that we have been missing in our course portfolio before. So having this addition, and I don't know I don't remember all the things that are in the pipeline, but we're continuing to add courses onto these leadership official JCI courses as well.
Thank you very much.
And I have one final question also, Annika, because I've received it before in the chat, which is in regards to if there was one thing that you would recommend to different trainers now, you know, one or two, whatever you can think of right now, as maybe also a suggestion from your committee, what would it be?
A recommendation for trainers. I think if one of the opportunities I got this year is because of the online community opportunity, I got to do a training in a country I would never have the chance to visit normally. So I was asked to do a training for JCI Syria, which was very exciting. I got to connect with a local chapter there. So in one way, I got to travel the world while in my living room. And that opportunity as a trainer is fantastic because normally it would cost me a lot of time and effort, time and money to go there. But through this cooperation, I could do that. And are you an experienced trainer? You can also contact or be contacted by local chapters in other countries and get to know people that way. Personally, that for me was an amazing thing. And I think a lot more trainers could do that.
I think that's really, really great. That great suggestion. And I would say it's a amazing segue to our travel part of the session today. But unfortunately, our diversity committee is next. But I wanted to
diversity
thank
as well.
Yes, it speaks to diversity as well, of course. Thank you, Annika, so much for sharing. Thank you, Claudia, for being here with us tonight and for sharing also so much about the RISE program. And you can see in the chat already where you can register. If there's any more question, I think both Annika and Claudia will be staying until the end of this meeting. So if you think of anything, please type it into the chat and we'll make sure to either answer it in the chat during the meeting or answer it at the end. And with that, we are so excited to actually have for you the two members of the Equality and Diversity Committee who will be presenting to you Diversity Week, which is happening very soon, November 23 to 27. And you already saw lovely Ulrika come into the picture in our live feed. So Alessa and Ulrika are here with us today. We're so excited to have them. And I think Alessa will take it over from here. Just unmute. You need to, Alessa. Perfect. The stage is yours.
Okay. Thank you, Ruth, for this nice for the invitation today, that we have the possibility to present our project. And thank you to Ruth and Manuela for this great work to set up JCI Live, that like the local chapters have their opportunity to present their project, to show what they do all the time. Yeah, now I'm Alessa from JCI Frankfurt, and as Ruth already said, a member of the JCI Europe Equality and Diversity Task Force. And we planning the Diversity Week. It's from the 23rd to 27th of November. The registration is still online, so if you are amazed, if you want to participate, you can still do this. Can we switch one slide? So here, the lovely coordination team. It's Ulrike Reinheit, Alessa, myself, Marie, Nicole, and Jenny. We are organizing this, and we are 3 people from the coordination team are also a member of the Equality and Diversity Task Force. That is Ulrike, myself, and Jenny. So what is the thoughts behind the Diversity Week, or how did we came up with the idea? Nicole from JCI Frankfurt and Jenny and myself, we already did an event on the German Diversity Day on the 26th of May. And so how it is at JCI, you finish one project and want to do something new. And we're thinking about what is the next step? What can we do? And through this event, we realized, yeah, we have to talk more about diversity and inclusion and how can we support local chapter. And we already also discussed in the task force, how can we show project that the local chapters do, how can we increase awareness towards diversity, inclusion, and make the task force, also the Equality and Diversity Task Force, more known. And we were thinking, and then we came up, so how? Let's do a diversity week, not just a day, do a week. And so we came up with it, and it's, yeah, we're excited about it. We already have fixed 15 also workshops, yeah. So it's the week it's getting full, and yeah, it's, yeah, we are so in it. But Ulrike is also here, and she will do a workshop in the Diversity Week. So, can I give you the word?
Hi everyone, I sincerely hope that you can understand me well, because I am actually in a cafe having a drink with a friend. But this was so important for me to simply say hi and to present the workshop that I'm going to do, that I hope that the music and the voices around me are not bothering you. Well, this is what we call diversity. Be flexible as well and join situations that you might not be very comfortable about. But anyway, so my workshop will, you know, when we talk about diversity and inclusion, we often think about how we can involve people in the workspace. And my focus during the workshop will be on how businesses can actually benefit from joining, from including more diverse people with different experiences and background in their workplace, and by this increasing their success. So we're gonna watch it from the business perspective rather than from the personal perspective of the individuals. But be assured, as Alessa already mentioned, we will have at the moment 14 other workshops that we're going to hold. And I'm sure that whatever topic you're looking for with regards to diversity and inclusion, you will find a topic that'll fit your needs. We're looking very much forward to hosting this Diversity Week. And in case you have any questions, feel free to contact either Alessa or myself. Thank you.
Thank you so much to both of you for the presentation. It's wonderful, even from the coffee shop. Thank you, Ulrike, that's really great. And thank you, of course, Alessa. Both Alessa and I have a common denominator as well. I love JCI Frankfurt being so active, since that's also my home local organization. I always love seeing the members and the leaders coming from there. So thank you for sharing that with us today. We do already have questions. Manuela, can you shoot the first question to us?
Sorry, I also need to unmute myself. There's one question of if the webinars are available also for non-members.
Yes, I think so, that it is also available for non-members. It is also when the purpose also of the Diversity Week, that's very important for me, that local chapters, if they do a project about diversity or inclusion, that they have an opportunity to present it, to spread it out, that other local chapter can see it, or may, oh, wow, that's great, it's very easy, we can adjust it, or why didn't we think about it? So it's also that if JCI members know about a great speaker that would fit in Diversity Week, they also can make an application for a workshop for the Diversity Week. So it's on both sides. It's also open that for a speaker that is not a JCI member or not JCI member can attend.
Okay, great. If okay, then I would add another question from my side. It is a bit related to what you just answered, Alessa. So it means any chapter, any member that has a great idea or a great speaker available could apply for the Diversity Week, right?
Absolutely. You will find all the information on Facebook. There we have created an own group for the Diversity Week. And there you find the application in the Google Forms document that you can answer. And whatever speaker you might have or you want to promote, please let us know. Because as Alessa already said, our intention is to create a platform and to make the topic visible. And so whatever input there is and whatever initiative we can do to support that is more than highly welcome.
Okay, and just one last question. You have this great timetable already available. Are these slots then already, let's say, blocked and reserved? So at this time, no other event should take place? Or are there opportunities as well to have another session at that time as well?
So the forms are still open. We have not finalized yet the full timetable. So what we created at the moment is our draft, how we believe that what we have received so far will fit the table. But of course, there's the individual possibility to rearrange. But we should discuss that on a one-to-one basis, and I'm sure we'll find the solution, right, Alessa?
Yes, and it's that's also still important that we also can, if people want to do it like an open space on Facebook, on open Zoom event, we can organize it. But if someone says, okay, I have here a very private topic, I want to discuss this in a little group, I want a safe space, we also support this and can offer this. So it's really flexible on about what the people need and want.
Okay, great. Thank you very much for answering the questions.
Yeah, thank you very much for the invitation.
And we do have a lot more comments on Facebook. Thank you also for being so active and for sharing with us. We, for example, have Kevin commenting as well to the business perspective of it and about inclusion. We have Dominic Willen saying that he's really excited to be working on Diversity Week in Galway, and the initial work is already on the way. We have right now Crispin joining us from Canada watching live. We have Jennifer commenting, and we also have Diane commenting on that she will be focused on it and what it means about bias and discrimination during the recruitment process. So do you, Alessa and Ulrika, maybe have any final tips of any speakers you're looking for or any particular topic? Now's your time to say it out loud on Facebook Live and to tell us if you're looking for someone specific that might be watching now, or maybe someone knows someone about a great topic that we might still be missing.
Well, for my part, I don't have a definite answer to that, because I have to be honest that every topic that we receive will be amazing for us. So we just want to say that this is the first time that we're actually organizing this Diversity Week. And the simple fact that we already have 15 people feedbacking us and being, wanting to participate in the Diversity Week. I mean, honestly, I think we have not really thought that we're going to receive this kind of feedback. So every other topic that is out there and wants to be heard within the Diversity Week is more than welcome. There is no specific topic that we want to highlight at the moment. So if you have an idea, if you want to participate, contact us.
Wonderful. Thank you so much again for being here with us and for sharing that from the coffee shop to the wild world of Facebook Live. Thank you for being with us. And I will hand it over to my co-host Manuela to announce our next round of speakers.
Thank you very much, Ruth. Yeah, just a final comment. I'm really happy about this initiative of the Diversity Week. So we are really interesting and further support the great initiative. And now we have another project that is really, I would say that's just possible because of the Corona time. We have the 4 founders here. We have Carol, Laima, Ali, and Martin. They all are from chapters or local organizations all over Europe. And they started a project that means, or that's named JCI Travel With Us. And it's a travel time in Corona time. And I would say they themselves can best present their project. It's really amazing. So Ali, I would say the word is up to you to further explain how we can travel, where you can travel with you, and what we will explore.
Hello and good night, good evening, good afternoon, good morning to everyone all over the world. We are happy to be invited with you here at the Europe JCI Live today. And we will speak about our international project, They Travel With Us, as every one of us is, let's say, screaming for traveling. You know, everyone wants to travel. And due to these exceptional times of Corona pandemic, we are not able to travel, unfortunately, or partially, let's say, travel, and especially to go to Yokohama to our World Congress. And as I participated last year to the World Congress in Tallinn in Estonia, where it was magical, in fact, and I am sure that this year with the new, let's say, program JCI Rise VIP proposed by JCI in Yokohama, I'm very sure that it will be an amazing experience. So I can only encourage people to get their tickets and subscribe and participate to the World Congress, and hoping that they will discover by videos like what we will expose to you, the idea of visiting cities and chapters thanks to our friends from JCI, let's say, organization, and discover our different cultures, cities, and so on. So JCI project, as you well said it, Manuela, is a project organized by a group of local members coming from different cities from Europe. Carol Ho from JCI Galway, from Ireland, and Laima Kamzola from JCI Riga, and Martin from JCI Amsterdam International, and myself from JCI Paris. So this project is, let's say, is an international project in which we want to, let's say, to connect people, JCI members and people around the world in order to promote JCI international friendship in post-COVID, and encourage tourism, you know, by videos, but mainly to connect JCI chapters around the world and warm up the JCI friendship before the JCI World Congress, mainly speaking. There are, let's say, several objectives coming from this project in terms of areas. Let's say JCI area. We have, let's say, the training goal. We have another goal, which is in terms of growth and development. And finally, and most, let's say, important thing is encouraging economy, as we are the Junior Chamber International, as everyone know. So I will, let's say, come to details regarding these goals and objectives, and I will stress out in particular this objective. But In the meanwhile, I would like kindly ask Ruth if she can display the videos about what is, let's say, a teaser or a video. We will give you an example and how to do videos later on. So thank you, Ruth. This first video was, let's say, an example to give you how a teaser was made by our friends from here in this example, our friends from JCI Nice, who were, let's say, sharing their cities, the right spots, the good spots to visit if it happens to you to come to visit Nice, for example, and how you will set it. And now I will again kindly ask Ruth if she can, let's say, display the second video, where we see our friend Laima explaining how to make a good video. And she, let's say, display the good practices and share the good practices if you are interested by our project.
Yes, and maybe Laima wants to say a few words in the beginning so we can actually get to see her. And while she speaks, I'll prepare the video. That would be wonderful.
Hey, hey, greetings from Latvia. Yeah, actually, I will talk later about the origin of the project, how the idea came to us, and why exactly us created this project. And but it will be after that video. So let's see, and then yeah.
Perfect.
Greetings from JCI buddies all over the world who are currently working on a project called Travel With Us. Do you want to show some interesting places and activities in your city or your chapter? Promote some upcoming events and projects to your friends? Of course, and this is an amazing opportunity to do that. Now, traveling opportunities are limited, but we all still really want to see your city and things we can do when we visit you. Feel free to include also some food options and suggestions for some accommodation places. Before we start, we have created some guidelines and requirements for your videos. First of all, make sure that your video is up to 9 minutes long and filmed horizontally, either with your phone or tablet or whatever. Keep it smooth as possible. So if you have access for some video stabilizers, for example, 3x gimbal or pocket camera, feel free to use them. Video format should be at least 720p, or if you can do 4K, then perfect. If you add any music to your video while editing, make sure that it's licensed and without any copyrights. And also, if there's radio playing in the background or some restaurant music, make sure that those shots are quite short. Additionally, you can include the author names and roles in the end of the video, like people do in the movies. If you want to improve your video quality even more, take a look on some tips from Matt Chastain. And now, are you ready? If yes, then contact us via this email, reserve your place in the project, and create some colorful and engaging videos and travel with us.
The floor is yours.
Hey again. So in all, we had our European conference online, as you all know, in June, and we had also after parties online. And during the after party, I wanted to combine it with a walk because it's hard to continue to sit on your devices all day. And while I was walking, someone recognized a bridge from Riga and then said that he remembers it from the European conference in 2018. And then I asked, do they want to see some other places? And then I crossed the bridge to the city center. I showed some places, for example, Riga Castle, and then I let people to guess what is it, like which place is it, and continuing to Monument of Freedom. And I did it for a few hours, then the storm started to rain and thunder and it became quite scary. But after that evening, Carol contacted me and I'll let her to tell about what happened next.
Well, you have to remember, we were all really scared because all of a sudden you were gone. So we thought that something had happened.
Oh yeah, about that. Well, I was online on the Zoom call for a few hours and my phone battery should be ended somehow. And there was the moment when I wanted to show the last object. I said that, okay, the last one, and I turned and then the phone died and the guys get a bit worried and I ran to the home to rejoin the meetings so that I'm fine. Nobody didn't steal my phone or something like that. So yeah.
Cool. Okay, so I will continue Lima's story. So hi everyone. So my name is Carol and I'm from JCI Galway, Ireland. And I'm one of the core members to make this project happen. So to continue Lima's story, so because we think that that's something missing in 2020, which is the travel opportunities in JCI. And we can't really travel around and see our JCI buddies. So after that, I created a group with some of my friends called JCI Best Friend Groups. So that was actually the group that I dragged Lima in. So I randomly dragged like around 30 something JCI members into the group. And then we started to talk about a JCI project idea, which is the Travel With Us, you guys know that. But at that time, we did not even call this project Travel With Us. So the project name is actually a collective decision for this project name. So after that, we formed an international project group and we started to meet online regularly every Sunday morning to push this project forward. So basically we just, started to group everyone together because we just missed the time that, the fun time that we had during the European conference and especially the after party. So we just, grab everyone to come to the meeting every Sunday to talk about, some of the JCI projects. And then after that, we come up with this JCI Travel With Us project idea. So far we have like near 50 chapters around the world sign up for this project. And recently we are slowing down a bit because of the COVID restriction around the world. So it takes a little bit of longer time for the members to produce the videos. But this is a really cool, good project. I personally really like this project because it's really interactive, just like what Lima said. It's the JCI members showing us what their city is like. And I watched all the videos from the Travel With Us project and I was so excited all the time, especially for the one submitted by JCI Paris, because I suppose many JCI members watched a TV series on Netflix recently called Emily in Paris. And I couldn't believe that I recognized many places in Paris because of the JCI Paris Travel With Us video. So anyway, I really want to take this opportunity to say thank you to the chapters and members who support Travel With Us. And don't forget to follow our page, Travel With Us, and send us the video. And because all of us, we would like to see your cities and hear all the stories from your chapters, your cities. And I will now hand it over to my team member, Martin, to talk about the technical side. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Carol. And the technical side, well, I want to tell about this project is, of course, about the videos, but how do you get to those videos? But also, how do you learn to make those videos? And JCI is, of course, about learning. And I know some video editing, and I know some graphic design, but of course, it's also about working together with people all over the world. And this case, Lindy from JCI Galway and I, we worked on the logo, and we really worked together and made bits and pieces, worked off each other. And what about this? What about that? And then all together, you see the logo behind all of us. And also the video editing is one thing, but making an animation is something completely new. And because I don't have a big wallet for video editing, I got the free 7-day version of Adobe's After Effects. And so in 7 days, we had to learn how to do it and how to get it together. And well, now you see what I think is a decent animation. So yeah, JCI is really nice in learning stuff, sharing stuff, and working together on this project. And if you now send in your video, we will always add our little bumpers in the beginning and the end. So we make the video recognizable for everybody. So if you really want to show us your home city, or maybe even know someone that lives somewhere and is a part of JCI, and you would like to see their city again, maybe stalk them, call them and say, hey, this is a great project, and please also upload a video about your city, because we think it would be awesome. Thank you.
Thank you very much for this amazing presentation. And also the project, I mean, the videos are already really great and exciting to travel virtually in the city and to experience the city through your eyes or through the eyes of the ones that are doing these videos. And I'm personally really impressed about the professionalism that you have for this project. You have the logo, you have the intro, the videos, especially the one from Nice, that's really very professional. I'm really impressed how you've done it. So you set the bar also very high for any other video. And I think we have at least a few questions about your project. So I would say, Ruth, do you like to ask?
Sure. I mean, amazing what we just saw, and the videos you already submitted and all of your presentations. I came into this session today not knowing a lot about Travel With Us, and just because, there's so much going on in the JCI universe that sometimes it's hard to follow all the projects. If you had one sentence, how would you describe your project, or what's maybe in a few words your primary goal?
If I go first, I would say it's a project done by JCs for the JCs in order to warm up the friendship.
Wonderful. Anything to add from your great team members?
Well, I would say sometimes people ask oh, but you have really nice tourism board videos, but that's not the point. We want to see your version of the city, and that I think is what makes this great, because you don't get a polished view of some city, but you get a real, maybe some inside tips as well for what to really visit.
Yes, and I can add that if you cannot travel physically and meet your GCI friends and visit their cities, then we're trying to make it possible, at least online.
I would say it's 2F, which is for fun and for friendship for this project.
Very, very good. Ruth, sorry, you wanted to add something.
No, I just wanted to, no, please go ahead, Manuela, in just a second. I just wanted to say that we constantly have 20 to 30 people watching live now on Facebook, and many already commenting how they loved your presentation and how it's really exciting. So that's definitely something that you maybe will reach more people just tonight by other people seeing it for the first time. Manuela, up to you.
I just wanted to ask, I mean, the bar is really high. On one side, do you have like an overview of which cities you can already travel to with the videos? And the other thing is, if I'm not sure, I mean, you did a lot of great explanations, 9 minutes long. You have to do it horizontal. But to have those great ideas, do you also provide kind of support or consulting on how to do this really professional?
If I can at least reassure in terms of setting the bar high, or we are not asking to be a full professional in terms of video making or video editing. We are just inviting the JCs around the world to show us their daily life, to invite us to come visit them after the Corona pandemic is gone, I hope. And it's not about, let's say, making things perfect. You know, we are in Junior Chamber International. We are here to learn, as my friend Martin commented. We are here just to learn, and we suppose this is one of the objectives from this project, is the training aspect. We train our members to learn how to make short videos, get to the point. The maximum length is 9 minutes, but if you want to make 2 minutes, 3, 4, 5, whatever, the maximum length is 9 minutes, okay? So get to the point, speak in English, let's say, manage your stress before camera, try to learn how to make a video. You will speak before the public, you know, and you will learn how to do videos, and someone else will try to learn how to edit the videos. And maybe one day, if you have another project in your local chapter or in your national chapter, you will have these skills that you've learned from this project, and you will do it to, let's say, to help your local or national organization on your future project. And today, these are only best practices. And, you know, you can start video 1, video 2. For example, here at JCI Paris, the members found this project very fun. Like Carol said, it's very fun, and it encourages the another aspect of team building, you know, between members, observers, you know, that this is another, this is another, let's say, objective, which is, let's say, the growth and development. We have, let's say, some observers who became members just because of the project Travel with Us, sorry. And they want to become members because they find the project very fun, very useful, and they learn from it, you know. So this is what we want, let's say, to share with our friends. And it's not about, let's say, setting the bar high. Let's say, do your first video, and we are the team, the core team members, Martin, Carol, Laima, and I. We are here, let's say, to help the local chapters if they have any needs, any questions. If they have, for example, for instance, a video, they can submit it on the let's say, the email address, and when we got it, let's say, we will do our Zoom weekly Zoom, let's say, meeting, and we will discuss if the video more or less is matching the, let's say, the best practices, even though if it's not, let's say, professional, we are here to learn. So we want to discover your city, you want to discover your chapter, we want to discover your members, we want to discover your projects, your local projects. We want to know more about you, your daily life, you know. Who are you, dear JCs from the world? In your local chapter, who is your local president? Who is your national president? How many members are you? How many members are there? How many observers? What are your projects? And show nice, good spots, and especially your personal spots. You know, this how we can say in French, votre jardin secret. Sorry to speak in French. These are, we want to connect with you all and help the JCs around the world to connect with each others, to promote and show the members that JCI, Junior Chamber International, it's not only about the local chapters, it's not about the regional chapters, it's not only about the national. There is another dimension, which is the international dimension, the Europe, the Americas, the Africas, the Asia zones, you know, and most of all, the World Congress. So we have, let's say, the full dimension, the full scale dimension of our organization. And this will help members to maybe enjoy and discover these international aspect of our organization. And why not participate to the World Congress like Yokohama? And maybe why not next year for Rostock, and why not for the other international events coming next year? I hope this will, let's say, at least reassure our members to do the, let's say, the videos like they want to do, but we do not ask for perfect thing. Just follow these, let's say, simple best practices given by Laima in the video, and normally everything should be okay.
Thank you very much, Ali, for the explanation. I'm sorry if someone else wanted to add something to this. We are about to finish, so no further possibility. But thanks for the explanation. And for all the details. And I think the goal is still to have it in a professional way, like you are doing it. But everyone can learn and should use it as a training, as you mentioned, and for the international exchange. And so we're really curious to travel a lot with you during our JCI World. And so I'm coming to an announcement of one of the next events. That's for, we were talking about the World Congress that will be there very soon. The motto of the VIP program is RISE, and for RISE we also have another panel discussion coming up. That's on October 21st, and this time it's about preserving mental health for long-term success. So it would be great to join it in as well. It will be streamed live on the JCI headquarters Facebook page at 1 p.m. Central European time. And now I think it's the final words for Ruth now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Manuela. I think this is really final now. And we just want to share the final outlooks for you for the next JCI Europe Live, which will be on the November 30th. We might share some sneak peeks with you for our from our online GDA and what is happening there, and some new great projects. If you have any initiatives that you want us to know about and that you want to see in JCI Europe Live, or that maybe you created, we have the link here about JCI Unite, which we've been using from the beginning, and the first projects that were started in March during lockdown. Now, unfortunately, we are almost coming to a similar situation again, and we know there's so many amazing projects out there. So please do send them in if you have them. It was a wonderful JCI Europe Live. I want to give a big thank you and applause. And I will actually be showing you everyone again. A big thank you and applause to our wonderful speakers that we had during this session. Everyone, it's been really wonderful having you all here and seeing you and having not only what we just had travel with us, but the Skills and Development Committee, and of course also Diversity Week from the Equality and Diversity Task Force. So it's been amazing having you all here with us tonight and spending this hour on JCI Europe Live. Manuela, do you have any final words for our Facebook audience?
Just a very big thanks for all the great work that our members, that you are doing. That's just amazing. And we're so happy to share this and to have you here, and hope to continue and see you at the World Congress.
Yes, we all hope to see you very soon at World Congress. It's so exciting. Only, a few weeks away. So very exciting. Enjoy the time, and a big goodbye to everyone that's been watching live on Facebook from all of us. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you.